Law enforcement officers' lives at risk. It puts fire and EMS life at risk, and it puts the homeowners at risk.
Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd says 2 teenagers from out of state are under arrest and in custody tonight. The sheriff says they called in making claims about shootings to draw a large law enforcement response. It's known as swatting, and the sheriff says it's not a prank. It put real lives in danger. The target was a home in Poinciana, and that's located near the border with Osceola County. News Channel 8's Jeff Patterson joins us live from the neighborhood where it happened. This can be very scary for all involved.
Good evening, Jen. That's exactly right. Now, we don't know exactly which house this occurred at, but somewhere on this street in Poinciana on June 5th, Polk County Sheriff's deputies were called to reports of shooting in progress.
It's happened all over the nation. Sheriff Grady Judd says it's a phenomenon that's reached epidemic proportions.
It starts with gamers, usually teenagers, online, and they're playing games.
The sheriff says in this case, on back-to-back nights, reports were made about a shooting in progress, calling for a large law enforcement response. The sheriff says the calls put many lives in danger.
Because it puts law enforcement officers' lives at risk. It puts fire and EMS life at risk if they're called into the swatting incident.
But Sheriff Judd says they learned not to send a huge response when these type of calls come in.
We know by patterns and trends, the way they make the phone calls, that there's a 99.9% chance that it is a swatting call and not a real emergency.
Sheriff Judd says an investigation revealed 3 teens were playing Fortnite. They got into an argument and the swatting calls were made. As a result of the investigation, 1 teen in New York and another in Connecticut were arrested and extradited to Florida. Sheriff Judd says it's a serious crime.
This is a very, very dangerous event.
We are not identifying the teens because of their age, but Sheriff Judd assures us he will do his best to see that these teens serve real life time in jail because of their online argument in a make-believe game. Live in Poinciana, Jeff Patterson, 8 on your side.